Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are doing a 2020 Q&A. I've done one before on this channel about a year ago, and you guys love that video. I get requests to do another one all the time, so here we are today. I have some warm milk ready. How cute is my little mug? I got him from Hobby Lobby, but he had a little chipped nose, but he was the last one, so I had to get him, and I put some little pink glitter on his nose because you can fix almost anything with some pink glitter. Also, I have a little muffin that has a concha on top of it. Amazing. And a little chocolate spoon that I made myself. I melted down some Hershey chocolates and made this cute little gingerbread hot chocolate stir with some bombones and some caramel drizzle. I'm super comfy, I'm super cozy. I have my pajamas on, no makeup, fresh faced, and my little space buns. As always, I did ask these questions on my Instagram, so if you click the little link in my description box, it'll give you the link to my Instagram so you guys can follow me there if you don't already. So first question is, what's your type, personality, and appearance? I don't have like a very specific type. If you look at my history of the guys that I've dated, they are all completely different inside and out. Of course, there are key features that I think all of them shared. They don't all look alike, act alike. So it really is just like, if I like you, I just like you and everything about you. So, but of course there are key features in a man that I am attracted to. Number one, I love a good beard. I don't like the bushy big ones. I like the ones that are more like clean, you know, a little shorter. I really like that. Also, a secret between you and I'm a chubby chaser. So I like guys with a little bit of meat on their bones. I love me a chubby guy, especially right now that it's a little colder. Love it. Because you know what? I'm thick and I love to eat. So I'm gonna need you to be able to keep up with me and do a little bit more, okay? A guy who's funny, of course. If you can make me laugh, it's a wrap. It's over with. Respectful. I know a lot of girls like the bad guys. I'm not one of those girls. I've never been and I never will be. I could be so into a guy, and if I ever hear him refer to a woman as a B word, like that to me turns me off right away. Like, I don't like that. I don't care who you refer to as that. I don't like it, and it just shows me that you're disrespectful. And the last thing that I would ever allow is a guy to call me a B. So if he calls somebody else that, I know he could one day call me that. So no. A man who's respectful is definitely at the top of my list. And a guy who's all about me. Who doesn't want their man to be all about them, like spoil me, do it all, please. Oh my God, my concha. Oh no! Oh my goodness, I thought it was gonna fall and it didn't. Oh, thank God. That is so good. What's your next vacation once this COVID calms down? So I really want to go to Puerto Rico. Me and my friend had a trip planned there right before everything got so crazy with COVID. So hopefully I make it out there once everything calms down. I have no problem putting my life on complete hold until all of this passes. But once it does, hopefully I can make my way over there. I've heard it's beautiful and I cannot wait to see for myself. What would you like for Christmas? That one is tricky, and my friends and my family always have this discussion with me around Christmas time. They get so frustrated with me because I'm the type of person that if I go to the store and I see something that I like, I just buy it for myself. Or if I see something that I like online, I'll, you know, order it and get it for myself. I don't even think of like, oh, maybe I could ask somebody for this for Christmas. I just kind of buy, you know, whatever I want throughout the year. So by the time Christmas comes around and my family and my friends, they'll ask me, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And I'm kind of like, well, I already kind of have everything that I want because I bought everything that I wanted throughout the year. So I'm not really sure. Actually, I do need some forks. So I'd like a nice, cute little fork set. I also would like some gloves. I love a good pair of gloves, specifically because I have small hands. So one of my least favorite things to do in life is pump my gas in the cold, okay? It is the worst. The pump is metal, so it's really cold. I just really don't like that. So I'd love a pair of gloves. I'm trying to think of something else. kind of everything that I'd ask Santa for right now. But Santa always shows up and shows out for me, so I am sure I will be getting a lot of things that I'm absolutely in love with. So we'll keep you guys posted. Who is your favorite YouTuber? Confession, I'm not a big YouTube watcher. Usually the only time that I go on YouTube, it'll be like for something in specific, like if I'm building something and I want to see somebody else do it to kind of, you know, see how everything goes, or certain stuff like that I'll get on YouTube. But I don't just get on YouTube to like, you know, watch a specific channel. I do like B Loves Life. She is a YouTuber who does like mukbangs and stuff like that. Love her. Also Tanya's Official. She has like a really girly channel and she does a ton of really cute girly stuff. I watch her. I also watch this one guy that I can't think of his name right now, but he does mukbangs and he does them like every single day, and I literally just get lost in his videos. He's not a big YouTuber. I think his name is Edgar. Pastel Pretty Please, I think it's her name. She's a girl who kind of does try-on hauls. She does a bunch of really fun girly things as well, and she has a parrot named Archie. I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about, but love her. Those are probably my main channels that, like, when I do watch YouTube, which is really rare, I'll watch their stuff. What do you have to say to all the simps out there? I have one thing to say to all of the men that simp for me. I love you guys so stinking much. I don't know when it became a thing to call men who are nice to women simps. I think the whole thing is so weird. It's bad to be nice to a girl. Like, okay, I don't know. Seems like a pretty weird thing to be mean about to me. But if you simp for me, which all I think it means is that you're nice to me and you compliment me, I love you so stinking much, and please keep simping because I love it. Did you always wanted to make YouTube videos like your hair? To be honest with you, I never was like, hey, I want to be a YouTuber. It's kind of just what naturally came in the progression of my social media platforms. Of course, I did Instagram for a couple years before I decided to hop on YouTube, but I just liked it. I love the whole process of everything, like planning, shooting, and then it's just so rewarding once you put your video up and, you know, people react to it and they like it and they engage with it. It's just so worth it. And of course, I saw the monetary opportunity there as well. It was never in the plans, but I'm so glad that I did it, and I think it's turning out pretty well. Don't you guys? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's a hard one. Of course, I have my long-term goals, but I break down my long-term goals into like yearly goals, which in turn get broken down into monthly goals. But overall, I think in 10 years, I'd see myself owning a few different businesses. Of course, I will still have my social platforms, and I don't want to get too deep and detailed into everything, but I think the word that I'm looking for is just established. And established in every single portion of my life. That's where I see myself in 10 years. Super strong foundation and very established. If you could give your next boyfriend one single quality, what would it be? That's a really good question. You guys came out with the good ones this round. I think I'd want my next boyfriend to be selfless. I think in most of my relationships I've ever been with, the people that I've been with have always been a little bit selfish, some more than others, and I just don't think that that's fair to me. And I'm such a selfless person that I always will give, and I don't keep tallies. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just give too many chances and I just do too much. The worst thing that can happen in a relationship is you give to keep the relationship alive, and the other person just kind of focus on themselves and put themselves first before anybody else. That honestly is the worst thing ever, and I have been through that more than once, and it's something that I would never want to live through again. So I would definitely want the person that I'm in a relationship with next to be selfless. Can you post a video of you walking away in lace lingerie? So you tell me something. Why on earth would I post a video of me walking away in lace lingerie for you on YouTube? Let's use the brain that's in our heads, please. Coffee or energy drinks? Definitely 100 times coffee. I don't drink my coffee like super strong or anything. I always do like half milk, half coffee, and like 2 teaspoons of sugar, so it's a lot sweeter than, you know, regular people would drink their coffee as. But I don't like energy drinks. I think they smell like gasoline. They just smell unhealthy. I I know coffee isn't that healthy for you either, obviously, but energy drinks are just like, I feel like that cannot be good for you. How do you stay humble amidst all the thirst? Well, I'll always be appreciative of all of the compliments that I get, and you guys, of course, are always so sweet. And you know, I'll never forget that I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't have the platform that I have if it weren't for you guys. So I will always love you guys and be thankful for you guys for that forever. What intimidates men most by you? I think that's probably one of the things that I've been told about me by men the most. Honestly, I think that's just because I speak my mind. If someone says something that I don't like, I don't have a problem with telling them I don't like that. And I think a lot of people, not just women, brush everything under the rug, or if someone says something that they don't like or does something that they don't like, they kind of just bite their tongue and they don't really say anything just to keep the peace, or just because they don't like to argue, stuff like that. And for me, I have no problem speaking my mind. I have no problem going against whatever anybody else is saying if I don't think that it's right. And I think that that can come across as abrasive and intimidating to a lot of people, not just men. I'd probably say that. What type of people do you block? There are 3 types of people that I block, okay? If you are rude and you message me something rude, comment something rude, like somebody else's rude comment, I'm gonna block you. Number 2, disgusting and pervy. If you're gonna send me pictures of your privates, if you're gonna comment the most disgusting, nasty things that a human being could comment and use all these gross little emojis, I'm gonna block you because ew. Number 3, annoying. And this one for the most part happens on Snapchat. I will literally have people who send me a million messages a day, and I'm not joking. Like, they'll send me like 3 or 4. I'll open them. Like I've mentioned before, I don't ever reply to direct DMs anywhere but my OnlyFans. And they'll send me like 5 or 6 messages. I open them, don't reply, and they'll send me like 5 or 6 more. Then sometimes they'll start calling me, and I'm like, oh my goodness. Please don't ever call me on Snapchat. That is the worst. Like, do not do it. I'm gonna block you immediately. Any of those 3 things, rude, disgusting, or annoying, those are the type of people that I'm gonna block. And I think that's pretty universal. Like, I feel like those are the type of people everybody blocks. Have you ever came across one of your followers in person? I have had a couple times where someone will see me somewhere and they'll write me. They'll say like, hey, I just saw you over here, was it you? But by the time that I see it, I'm usually gone from there. So I've never had someone come up and say like, hey, are you Tanya from Instagram or whatever? I've never had that happen before. So I guess not. What's your favorite pan? Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so you guys know I love pan dulce. I'm eating one right now. My favorite pan is the muffins with the pecans on the top of them. Oh, heaven. Straight heaven. Amazing. Favorite TV show right now? So right now I'm actually in between shows, so I'm just rewatching The Office, which is what I do anytime I don't really know what else to watch. And The Office, I think, is like one of my all-time favorite shows. So The Office. Is cereal a soup? No, it's not a soup because it's in milk. It's not in a broth. So no. Do you like to smoke cigarettes? Do people still smoke cigarettes? Like, is that still a thing? Ew. Absolutely not. I do not like cigarettes. I don't even like other people smoking cigarettes. Cigarette smoke, just the smell of it grosses me out. So if you smoke cigarettes, I hope that you stop for your own good, because cigarettes are really gross. So absolutely not. Would you get a tattoo? If so, what would it be? No, I am not a fan of tattoos on myself. I do like how a lot of tattoos look on other people, and I think tattoos are art. I think they look great, but I don't think I would ever get one myself. Let's say hypothetically, I woke up one day and I was like, hey, I'm gonna get a tattoo today. I'd probably get a really cute small one on my booty and call it my cutie mark. That's honestly the cutest idea. Have you ever faced any harassment because of your curvy body, like in YouTube or nearby? Of course, I get hate mail every now and then. Sometimes people leave really mean comments on my YouTube videos, on my Instagram pictures. I've had really mean messages sent to me before, but that's okay. I have pretty thick skin and the block button is a big help. I've never had someone say something like that to me in person, and that's just because people get real ballsy online, but they don't have those same balls in person. So I'm sure all those people who have ever left a mean comment under one of my videos or pictures, I promise you guys, if they saw me in person, they would not say it to me to my face. So It is what it is. What kind of dates do you like? Wine and dine or stay in movie night? If it's a date, definitely wine and dine. I don't think that staying in and ordering pizza is a date. I think that's just something pretty basic that you can do. I wouldn't call it a date. Do you have or have you had any pets? Yes, I do. Moby. This right here is one of my babies. His name is Moby. He is such a sweetie pie. You guys have probably seen him in the back of my YouTube videos. He loves to stay right by me at all possible times. His little tongue is always out. It's so cute. Shamu! And I have one other dog, but she is really old. She is actually Moby's mom, and she likes to sleep all day. So I tried calling her over here, but she didn't even flinch, so. Si te veo en la calle, te puedo pedir una foto. In English, that means if I see you on the streets, can I ask you for a picture? Yeah, I think if any of you guys ever recognize me somewhere and you stop me for a picture, yeah, of course. We can take a picture together because I think it might be weird if I'm just like there like posing for a picture by myself, but we can take a picture like together. Are we going to see any other vlogs soon? So I have done, I think, 1 or 2 vlog style videos on my channel before. I'm not a big fan of vlogs, but I do plan on doing a couple more probably within the next few months. So yes, more vlog videos coming soon, but not too many. Do you like watching any sports? And if you do, what are your favorite teams? So I'm not a big sports person. I don't watch football. I don't even understand football. Like, I don't know how it works. Basketball is okay, but the thing about basketball is it doesn't really get exciting until like the last few minutes of the game because they score so many baskets that it's kind of like, does another one really even matter? Do the first 3 quarters even matter? Like, I mean, I'm sure they do, but you're not really gonna know how it's going until the very end. So, not a fan of basketball. I do like to watch soccer. It's probably my favorite sport to watch, but I'm not like a soccer fan. Like, if there's a big soccer game that's gonna come on and it's exciting, then I'll watch it. That one gets really exciting because they only usually score maybe 2 or 3 times each game, if that. So every time they score, it's so exciting. It's like everyone just loses their mind. So to me, I like that. That one's worth it. Would you rather date a famous guy or not a famous one? Personally, I like guys who are more like low-key, don't really like attention like that, because in my personal life, that's kind of how I am. So I would probably say not a famous guy. How did you get interest in fashion? I don't think there's an exact time or reason why I got into like the fashion world. I've always loved aesthetically pleasing things, and that means makeup, cute outfits, like nice shoes. I've always loved that world. So I think it's just something that's always been in me and not necessarily something that happened. What movie best describes your personality? I'm not sure. And I don't think I have enough time to think about it. We'll come back to that one if I can think of one, because right now I went blank. Tacos or pizza? Is that even a question? Tacos, of course. Can I catch a grenade for you? So corny, but yes, of course. What are 3 destinations on your travel bucket list once it is safe to travel again? Well, I kind of already answered this. Well, I mentioned one place, which is Puerto Rico. I really want to go to Scottsdale for some reason. Scottsdale, Arizona. I found such a cute little Airbnb there, and I'm not entirely sure of the 3rd one. TBD. Are you a movie buff? I'm not. I would rather watch a series than a movie any day of the week, and that's just because I feel like movies are too big of a commitment. Like, you have to sit down for about 2 hours to watch something, and sometimes I just don't have the time, you know? But I will watch an entire season of a series in 1 day, which is like 8 hours. So I don't know, I'm just weird maybe, but yeah, I'm not a big movie buff. Alcohol or weed? Well, I don't drink and I don't smoke, so neither. Dream car, weekend car, and daily. Ooh, that is a good one. Okay, so I am so freaking basic. Of course, I would absolutely love a G-Wagon, which of course I think is like the trendy car right now and has been for the last couple years. So I'm kind of basic for that one. I also love the 2021 Escalades. so nice. And for my daily card, I would love a Ford Raptor. A Ford Raptor was my dream car for years. I mean, like a solid 5 years of my life, and I still want one. So someone said, we look alike, sister. Oh my gosh. And I looked at their page. First of all, it's a guy, and we don't look anything alike. So no, we don't. Would you talk to someone who isn't a model? I feel like people think I live in this weird Instagram look where all of my friends are Insta models or they're famous, and like, that's not the case. I'm normal just like you guys. What kind of movies do you like? Romance, sci-fi, action, horror, comedy, true stories? You guys have so many questions about movies. Okay, so my favorite are definitely sci-fi and horror, but I usually only like the horror movies if they're based on a true story. Like the ones about paranormal stuff, those are my favorite because I believe in the paranormal. So those really scare me because I feel like those are things that can actually happen. I will say though, the movie about the clown, that one had me shook. That one really freaked me out. It had some scenes in it that just made me really uncomfortable. And even though it was about a clown, I don't know, it was just, I didn't like that one. I mean, I liked it, but it really freaked me out. What is your favorite dress? It is from Boohoo, and it is like a light pink dress, kind of like the dark stripe that I have on this one. And it's strapless, and right here it has like a white line, and I think it has a white line at the bottom of the dress as well. I tried it on in a haul. I'm gonna link it right here so you guys can go look at it. That I think is one of my favorite dresses. It's so beautiful, and I had been looking for a dress like that forever, so I was so glad that I found it. How do you feel about the virus? I feel like it's so unfortunate, and I feel like more than anything our government failed us. I think our government is put in place to protect the people of this country, and I think they did a really crappy job in responding and in taking any action, and I think that they're to blame for all of the people that have died in this country because of the virus. And I think the government itself kind of gave people ammo to kind of ignore it and think, oh, it's no big deal, whatever. I don't have to wear a mask if I don't want to. It's dumb, and I'm not gonna stop going out. I just feel like it's such an unfortunate situation, and it makes me really sad that so many people died because of it, because they were deaths that were preventable. I try to stay in as much as I can. If I go out, I will always wear my mask. We're supposed to take care of each other, so I hope you guys are doing the same. Retirement plans. So I don't have any retirement plans. I actually love to work. I'm one of those people that I always need some type of work, some type of income coming in, and I'm really like always kind of looking to see what the next thing is. So I don't have any retirement plans. Of course, I will get to a day where I just don't want to work anymore, and I'll plan for that once I'm a little closer to that age. But for now, I'm so focused on now and gearing up to get to where I want to be in this next step in my life that I haven't really thought about that. Do you like rock/metal music? If yes, what bands do you like? I've actually never really listened to any rock or metal type of music, so I can't say that I do. What do you like better, YouTube or Instagram? As a content creator, I like YouTube a little bit more. I think Instagram can be really biased, and Instagram really doesn't like Insta models. Instagram can be so hot and cold. Like one day they'll show you so much love, and the next day they'll shadow ban you for 3 weeks for no reason. So I really hate that about Instagram. YouTube is a lot more black and white. Like you follow their guidelines and they're pretty chill, you know? So I definitely like YouTube better in that sense, and I also think that there's more monetary opportunities on YouTube. So I am definitely here for the long haul. Would you let me take you to Palm Springs if I paid for it all? No, I just went to Palm Springs a couple months ago, and if I wanted to go, I would just pay for it and go by myself. What makes you feel accomplished so far in your life? The fact that I work for myself, I think, is my biggest accomplishment because I have full control of my time. That's amazing, and I think that that's a huge accomplishment. So that's definitely my biggest flex. You have a great voice, no question. Well, thank you, because I get a lot of comments on YouTube that are like, ugh, I hate your voice. Like so many rude comments about my voice, and I'm like, what can I do about my voice? Like, I didn't choose it, and even if I did, I probably would have picked this one out. So if you don't like my voice, just leave. Like, you do not even have to comment and let me know how much you hate my voice, because I really don't care. But those of you that like my voice, thank you guys. I'm glad that you appreciate it. Is money or looks important to you? Okay, so the way that I read that was asking like one or the other. If it were between money or looks, I'd definitely go for money because I don't really care how you look, because if I'm attracted to you, I'm gonna be attracted to you no matter how you look. And money is one of my favorite things, so of course money. And then this is our last question. Any positive messages for your friends and followers? I always have something to say to you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for such an amazing year. The year is coming to an end. We're about to enter 2021. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys from the bottom of my heart. You are the reason that I get to do what I do, and I'll never ever forget that. I will continue to work for you guys and make content for you guys as long as you guys are supporting me and here for me to make the content for. So kisses, so many kisses for all of you guys, because I love you. And I think that that's a good question to end our Q&A with. If you guys liked it, or if you have more questions, let me know below and I might do a part 2. As always, I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications, and hit the little link in my description box so you guys can follow me on all of my socials. And I will see you guys soon.